Hi everybody, thank you for having me here today. My name's Gary Woodhead and I'm one of the three co-founders of Curveblock, who's pioneering what we deem the shared economy via renewable energy positive real estate. Okay, so let me run through exactly what Curveblock is and what we feel this technology can potentially have a positive impact, not just for the UK, but globally. So as said on the welcome, we're pioneering the shared economy via zero fossil fuel, energy positive real estate. So let me jump into the fintech aspect of the business first. So the shared economy is effectively a digital platform which is aiming to make the public the financiers and beneficiaries of the world's largest asset class, real estate, without the bias of large amounts of capital being required, aimed for the public involvement, not high net worth involvement. And we've removed the biggest risk factor that is currently deemed by the regulators the biggest problem with real estate investing. So currently the regulators claim that investment in real estate is extremely difficult because the public don't have the capacity to understand the due diligence that's required both on financials and market data when investing in real estate. So what we've done to mitigate that is we are building a platform that will effectively allow the public to own evergreen digital shares within Curveblock that represent proportional ownership of all future profits. So what this means for the public is the digital shares are not per an individual investment. It's for everything the company builds and sells. So for the public, that means there is no due diligence requirement per each project. Secondly, it mitigates the investment risk by the public owning what's deemed as a blended portfolio. Because it's digital, we no longer require the public to be locked on their investment. So if somebody invested in the early part of the year but needed to exit for whatever personal reasons later in the year, they can effectively have the opportunity to sell all or part of their digital shares to another buyer on the platform and exit their investment. We are underpinned by blockchain technology, but this is centralized finance. So we are about to become regulated phase 1 for accredited investors. Phase 2 will be retail investors. We are not pegged to Bitcoin or on any other secondary exchanges. For that, it removes the volatility of market manipulation from a decentralized entity such as Bitcoin. And it also protects the risk if there is a back-end breach and the product is hacked and digital shares are stolen. They're effectively worthless outside of the platform. So what this will bring to the public is effectively the opportunity for them to replicate how the institutions and high net worths make millions and compound their capital annually, biannually within the real estate sector, irrespective whether the public have only got £10 or £100 to be involved. So where the profits are actually made is, I'll just move my head. So the profits are made through the construction and sales of real estate product. Everything from social housing, mid-level housing through to bespoke housing, as well as lodge stroke bungalow type product. There's 3 examples for you on the screen. The top one was the prototype house, which was revealed just over a year ago. The bottom one is a detached bespoke house currently being built by one of our investors. And the middle one is what we class as the holiday lodge stroke bungalow. What's interesting with the real estate where we make the profits is it requires zero fossil fuel. So you have a product that doesn't need traditional energy. It will run from renewable energy, all generated by the asset. And they are producing renewable energy far surplus to the requirements. So to give you an example, the lodge in the middle has a maximum capacity of 21,000 kilowatts per annum. An average lodge uses around 3,000 kilowatts per annum. So that renewable surplus can be dealt with in various avenues. It could be stored in batteries. It could be used to charge electric vehicles for free. It could be monetized and sold back to the grid, or it could even be rerouted to power other buildings close by that are currently running on traditional fossil fuel energy. We believe this is the future of the real estate market, both on the holiday side as well as the residential dwellings. And currently we're pushing on open doors with regards to this product and this innovation. We currently meet 9 of the 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which is, for us, is a huge positive. A lot more businesses are now trying to push to bring inclusion of some of these goals into their business models. So the business model in question on the fintech, the shared economy side, it's a very simple one. So effectively the public become the collective investment, the financiers of the real estate sector. Development land is purchased, the houses are built, the houses or lodges are sold, and the profit is shared equally, i.e. the shared economy. So as you can see from the pie chart on the right, 47.5% of profits go to the public, 45% of the profits go to Curveblock, which are tipped back into more projects, and finally 5% of profits go to charity to tackle the housing and homeless crisis, which the public control where that goes via voting rights on the blockchain through the platform. So the traction so far, we were a concept business in Q4 of 2018. We moved forward with the clickable MVP as an indicative product for potential investors. During our early roadmap, we had a private round where we saw 2.9 million digital shares sold for the upcoming platform. We currently have 37 angel investors and 1 venture capitalist. As you saw, we've revealed the house prototype, and currently the pipeline of real estate development is north of 150 million gross development value. The team, so there's the 3 founders, myself, Matthew and Joey. We have 3 venture partners with backgrounds from banking through to venture capitalists. The charity side of what we're doing, i.e. the 5% that goes to tackle the homeless and the housing crisis, we currently have 2 ambassadors, both local Yorkshire people. Anthony Cotterill, who's a 2 times Paralympian, Team GB, as well as Keith Madeley, MBE, affectionately known as Mr. Yorkshire. During stealth mode, we've actually been spotted by some people and managed to win awards. So we hope this will only move forward and see continuation of recognition through what we're doing to make positive change for the people and for the planet with regards to renewable energy. Some of the ecosystem, we have Omniflow from Portugal, Loyal VC, Electric Zoo, Founder Institute Silicon Valley, CMS were part of their scale-up program known as Equip, as well as the Cones books for children's education, which we will be using what we're doing into a children's book to tackle that market of education for the next generation. The tech stack, so we are being built out currently by Exlydia Ventures, who are based in Leeds as well as Dubai. API'd into the platform will be S4 Encrypt, which is the biometric KYC AML, as well as Vault storage. And the protocol that we're going to be building off on the platform will be Solana. So a lot to take in there. Hope it was of interest. It's a difficult one when you're looking at a hybrid business that's half tech and half real estate tech. But as you can see, there is huge opportunities on both sides of this coin, the financial inclusion for the public, as well as a new form of real estate that eliminates the requirements of fossil fuel and effectively has the ability to decarbonize the grid. So I'm Gary Woodhead. I'm one of the co-founders of Curveblock, and I hope you liked today's presentation. Thank you.